Hi, Jeanette. How are you doing, my lovey? Hi, Anne. Nice to see you. You're looking well, Anne. How's your son? Is he out in the world, all over the place, traveling about? So I'm doing free readings for you guys this evening. Oh my God, countdown's on. For your baby boy to be home. I'm doing free readings, guys, so you can leave me questions in the comments and I can ask my tarot cards for guidance on the situations that you're facing in your life. I can ask insight on things that you may not know or that you wish to know. And I can speak to people who have passed on for you if you want. I had a lovely day at my children's event. We call it Roots and Wings. I do it in partnership with Jess at Raising Sage podcast. And we have small groups there, but it's perfect. It's the perfect opportunity. Thank you, Anne. It's all still Saint. Except the lip is not. The lip is just from the drugstore. I still wear my Saint makeup. Always and forever. Somebody's asking for my Snap. I don't have Snap. I don't have Snapchat. Should I have it? Jeanette, and are you asking about your husband? You and your hubby? Jeanette, after we had a talk last night, are we going to get better? Jeanette. Will Jeanette see improvements in her romantic relationship, please? Will Jeanette see improvements? Yeah, I'm on Instagram. It's Meg Magdalene. The Meg Magdalene on Instagram. But I'm not going to respond to your DMs. Unless you're trying to book a reading, then I will. But if you're some guy trying to hit on me, I just won't respond to you. Sorry. Isn't Snapchat supposed to be for like picking people up these days? Scott, I didn't see your question. Sorry. You can drop it again if you want. My buddy's gone. The Snapchat guy left. Jeanette, is Jeanette going to see improvements in her romantic relationship, please? Improvements? Jeanette, I kind of see improvements for the short term. I think that he will treat you better for a little while. Scott, his previous love. Will Scott hear from the person on his mind? Will Scott hear from the person on his mind? Yes, Scott, I would say you would. Are you Anne? Who do you visit here? You got family here? So I work on Sundays and you can come to my office. Sunday if you have free time that day. Are you? Really? Just for a vacation to explore? Well, the other person you might like to see is Nadine. She's out in Placentia. I wonder if Nadine would have time to show you around, because I think she'd like that. You're welcome, Jeanette. It does show like temporary improvement. It's one of those things where this man that you're with is never going to see significant change in his character. He is who he is. I don't see him ever like having this like epiphany. But every time you have a chat with him, he shows small improvements, which is like fine for some people. Like sometimes that's the best case scenario. Did I miss anybody? If I don't respond to you, try your question again, guys. Olsia. Will Lucas like Olsia's makeover? Yes. Yes. Cora. Will Cora and Juan have a commitment, please? Cora and Juan, will they have a commitment? It seems like it's undetermined, Cora. It seems like it's probably a complex situation and some building blocks have to be laid down before we can really get an answer on that. So it's like there's potential if some things like occur, if some maybe changes occur. Russell. Does M still have feelings for Russell? I don't know. Oh, that's so much. So nice. And so much. Oh, that's so much. She's getting a puppy. Guys, I'm not really going to ask the yes or no love thingies. If you have a significant event going on in your life, tell me what situation you're facing and tell me, like, do you want guidance on it? Like, what kind of guidance can we get from the tarot cards? What kind of specific questions do you have about the situation? Like, you can ask, like, would it be in my best interest to apply for this job or something like this? Sadaf and Samir, can I get a prediction on if they will get back together, Sadaf and Samir? Yes. I would say if I had to predict a yes or no, I would say yes, like it looks likely. Jeannie, will Jeannie be okay financially when she retires? I would say yes, Jeannie. Who's this young man in your cards who lies to you, Jeannie? I would say that you'll be financially okay, but I would look out for... I wouldn't trust anybody else with your money. Does that make sense to you? It looks like you may be taken advantage of easily. A mountain elf is asking me a question. They have a weird energy around their business practice. Can I get any insight? A mountain elf? Can I get any insight on the weird energy that is around their business practice? Can I call you Elfie? Like, what can I call you in order to actually communicate here? I see a King of Swords in your cards, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's... okay, John, so maybe that's you. Let me see. Show me John. Show me King of Swords. You have a ghostie. A King of Swords is an abusive man from your past who has died. So how old are you? Like, are you like 50s age? Because this man would have been somebody who passed away and somebody who was abusive / like mean toward your family, like in your family lineage somewhere. And oftentimes people can't really identify that person. Sometimes you know exactly who I'm talking about, but sometimes you might not really think of that person as, you might not know what went on behind the scenes. Yeah, okay. So is your stepfather passed on? He's dead? And does your mom live with you? If that's the case, then I would say, yeah, yes. So he's lingering around her. What's his name? I can make an effort to put him to rest and to remove him from your energy. If you want, you can tell me his name. Alan. Okay. And what's your mom's name? That would be helpful too. Alan, I have your stepson, John, here. And your wife, Maureen, has moved in with John. She doesn't need you in her presence. Alan, they don't need you in their presence. You can go to rest. You can go to sleep. Doreen doesn't need you around. And John requests that you go to sleep, go to peace, go to rest. John, anytime that you feel his presence around now, say leave. Say it with, you don't have to be angry or ragey. You don't have to yell at him or anything like that. Say it with authority. What the ghosties sometimes need of us is that we are in authority of the material realm. So they get to be in authority of the spirit realm, but we get to be in authority of the material realm. And we get to say no. So say these things out loud. Say, no, I do not consent. No, you are not welcome here. No, you must go back. Okay? You're so welcome. I hope that helps. Look, yeah. John is sad. He is in grief. He's a sad ghostie. He's not a ghostie who's at peace. So the reason he's lingering around you guys is he actually has unresolved emotional stuff. So between you and your mom, like if you guys have any, like rituals can sometimes help, like his burial site, if you know, pray over his burial site, or if you light a candle in a church, that kind of stuff. Yeah, he does. He's sad. He is a sad ghostie. But like, it only hurts ourselves. I hope that you and your mom don't hold on to bitterness, because that really only invites him in and hurts your energy. I don't often see initials, that kind of thing. Like I always say, I'm not an investigative psychic. I'm informative and guiding, like that kind of thing, but I can ask and see if I can get anything. Excellent. You're so welcome. Ken is asking the initials of his real dad. Do you know anything else about your real dad? Anything? I don't know if I'll get initials, but I can try. If I had some letter blocks like Scrabble or something, I could just pull some, but... And honestly, this will only be a guess. I like to say I don't normally do this, not because I'm not open to doing it, but it's not a practice that I do. Obedient Service sent me a gift. Why, thank you very much. I think A may be one of the initials. A and J. I believe, for my guess, I'm going to say A and J. And I got J twice. I actually feel pretty confident in that. Who was that for? Ken? My guess is A and J. Thank you all very much for the heartsies. Thank you very much for the cheers, the support. And if you send me a gifty, I appreciate it so much. I am I'm speaking to ghosts, so it's hard for me to both have my focus on the material realm and the spirit realm at the same time. So I don't always notice right in the moment, but I do appreciate it. Chris, energy between me and Christopher. So your name is Chris and the other person's name is Christopher? Can I see the energy between Chris and Christopher? I see somebody really persistent. There's persistence between you. And work, persistent efforts. That's the energy between you. Am I getting like an Ace of Hearts or anything? No, I'm getting a Five of Swords. What's your relationship to the person? Did that Ken guy, are you still here? Did he get my my initials? Because I was actually really impressed with how they communicated the initials that time. I didn't have confidence in it, but then they did. Oh, this is your ex? Okay. I don't see a continuing romantic relationship for you guys, though. I do see persistent, like, work or efforts. Well, let me ask more clearly. Will Chris and Christopher have a romantic relationship in the future? It's undecided. There's potential, like, but it would require a lot of work. Have you guys done counseling or anything like that already? It looks like it would require like too much work. Yeah, like an unwillingness. So one party is saying like, it's not worth it to me, or I'm not going to bother with that, with all this effort that would have to be made. Okay. Grace, does Jose still want to work things out? Does Jose still want to work things out? In the bedroom, yes. In the bedroom. So Ken, did you write down those initials? Or what do you think? It'd be nice to ask another psychic and see what they get and see if we match. Danae, does Jason mean me good, regardless of my mom's opinion of him? Okay, Danae. Can Danae see the intentions of Jason? The intentions of Jason toward Janae. No, he doesn't mean you well. I wouldn't go there, Danae. Okay, lovely. I just wanted to make sure, Ken. Hi, Sammy. Hilasana, welcome in. Shari, will Christopher and Shari have any chemistry? Yeah, you'll have chemistry. You'll have like a spark. There will be like a feeling of like sweetness, like maybe like that kind of thing. Hilla, what am I being encouraged to focus on at this time? For Hilla, please. What is Hilla being encouraged to focus on? Hilla, there's stuff going on in your life there's hidden information, there's some kind of deceit going on in your life. Unless you're giving me a false name. And if you are giving me a false name, then you can just say, yes, I am. And then I can take away that deceit card. But otherwise, if you're being like transparent here, then there's some kind of deceit in your life. Probably with your team. Okay, so the deceit appears to be with your team. And are you involved with lawyers or anything? Or maybe you should be involved with lawyers? So I read the future. So what you should be focusing on right now is kind of getting your ducks in the row, your ducks in a row. Do you have a spouse or do you have children? I'm talking to Hilla. Okay, interesting. Hilla does not have a spouse or children. She's telling me. What you need to focus on is like getting your ducks in a row, as in buying a house, getting a will, getting investments, getting finances. How old are you, Hilla? So I would say, like, do you own a house? Because I just see you needing to build a foundation. Own a house, have investments. Working with working with professionals to help you establish yourself? Do you have a career? Yeah, probably that. So do you live with other people, Hilla? See, I can give you like a general, like I can throw out a general message. What the cards told you is that there's some kind of deceit around you and you need to work with like professionals to get your own self established. So whatever your living situation is, like I think you're meant to be building your own foundation and gaining independence and that kind of stuff. The cards don't really want you relying on anybody else. So I saw a partner and children. Now that can be your siblings if you have younger siblings or something, but if you would like me to ask, if you want to tell me about your love life and like did you just break up with somebody? If you just broke up with somebody, then I would know who that like partner, unless that's in your future. I don't always know if I'm reading past, present, or future. Okay, so I believe that you will be in a relationship in the future. Mega Wit. Is Mega Wit still here? I just blocked that person, reluctantly human. Okay, Hilla. Sounds good. Hilla, I would think it was your dad. There was a King of Swords. Is Mega Wit still here? You're welcome. Durgan, Mega Wit. I'm Mega Watt. That person was Mega Wit, but they're not Durgan or something. Todd, will Melissa and Todd reconcile, please? If I had to guess yes or no, I would say yes, but you should reach out. The man should reach out, whoever you are. I don't know, but the man should reach out. Make sure you guys follow me. It's the funnest part. I give you free readings every day. Click follow so you can see. L905 wants a card. You got the King of Hearts. Who's he? Do you have a boyfriend? L? Do you have a king in your life? And 10 of Pentacles. Really good cards for you, L. Oh, Tom. I don't know. Figure it out. No, that's not what I said. If a woman hurt you and you don't want her back, then obviously don't reach out to her. I'm not giving universal advice. I'm giving advice to my individual viewers who ask me for cards. Guys, ask me questions, like tell me what's going on in your life. Look at Buddy. He's like, 1 minute he's like... yeah, ask me questions instead of just pulling cards. Tell me a situation that you're facing that you want guidance on. Heidi. Does Dana regret breaking up with Heidi? I feel like Dana regrets that it was necessary to break up for you both. Like, I would say I don't see Dana blaming you a whole lot. It looks like the breakup was just a necessary step. And Dana seems to regret that that had to occur. Does Dana seek reconciliation though? Probably not. So it's like sometimes the way we pose the questions will determine like, but it's like Dana doesn't seem to want to get back together, but they see it as like unfortunate that you had to end. Eloho. Does Jeremiah have good intentions toward Eloho? Show me Jeremiah in this person's life. Show me Jeremiah. Yeah, I think so. I think the intentions are good there. You're welcome, Heidi. Danae. Will Danae win their case? I think it's likely yes. But it's on the fence. If you want to give me more information, I can ask more. The more energy you give me, the more that the cards will give me back. But for now, they're giving me something that's a little bit vague, but like it's looking good. But if you want to tell me anything else, I'll get more information from the cards. So like what kind of case? Sarah, is Nick insecure about his finances in relation to Sarah? He thinks that you're gonna be gone a lot. That's what it says. So I wouldn't say that it's a yes, clearly he's insecure in like, it doesn't show me that he's resentful or jealous, but it shows that he doesn't want you to be gone all the time, or he doesn't want you taking trips or traveling or something like that. Or even commuting, even if it's just some people like travel can be a 1 hour commute to work, can come out in the cards as travel. So he feels like you're going to be gone too much. Bumpy Wumpy. Will Bumpy Wumpy get their finances sorted out this year? How old are you? Bumpy Wumpy, how old are you? It's like sorted out is so relative. What can Bumpy Wumpy expect for their finances, please? This year. For their finances this year. What can they expect? It looks pretty good. I would say it's, you know, it's decent energy. It depends on what you mean by sorted out. Like, you're not going to be rich or anything, but it looks like okay. Okay, I have a viewer. Thank you, Anne. Anne answered your question for you. Yeah, why don't you find somebody else to live with? I'll see what the cards respond to that. This user is considering moving in with their abusive partner. They want to sell their house and have no other ideas. Give them a solution. I don't think moving in with your abusive partner is going to solve your problem anyway. It's not like you'll be able to, for some reason, it's not like things will improve by doing that. Thanks, Dolores. Thanks, Dolores. Did you ask me a question, Dolores, and I missed it? Yeah. But even your financial, I don't think moving in with him is going to improve your finances. I don't see that. I see your pentacles all reversed, even if you do move back in with him. So your goal is to save money so you can leave, but that won't occur. You won't save money. So then you're still, there's no solution then. Aaron is asking, has Aaron's wife contacted David anytime in our 27 years of marriage? I'm such a girl's girl, I don't even want to ask. Has Aaron's wife ever contacted David while they've been married? Page of Cups reversed is like, who's David? They say. Cards are saying like, who's David? I think your wife would say that. Is he like a childhood friend? Is David somebody who she knew in her youth and now she just follows him on Facebook and Instagram and stuff? Has she ever contacted him? Not in a bad way. Like, I don't see infidelity. But I think she does have him on social media. This David guy. She does have him on social media. Dolores, sorry, I'm really not avoiding you. I'm just there's other people. Like, I answered someone else first. So Dolores is asking about Lincoln. Dolores, here's your response, okay? Pay attention to me now. Not later, now. Here's your moment, Dolores. Does Lincoln want her back, Dolores? Does Lincoln want her back? Give me a yes or no. It's not a yes or no answer. Who is Lincoln? Husband, boyfriend? How old are you guys? How old are you, Dolores? If you guys were together for a long time and had a lot of shared See, I knew you weren't going to get the message. I knew it. Why did I know that? You don't hear? What do you mean? Is this an accessibility issue with my video? Will Dolores and Lincoln have a long-term relationship together? It says, Dolores, you should be single. The advice for you says be single. Okay? Be single, you'll be much happier. Do not pay attention to Lincoln. It doesn't matter what Lincoln wants. Just don't want him. Chelsea, does Mark entertain other women? Yeah, he does. Without a doubt, without question on my end, okay? I would say likely women. I think he pays women, so probably just out in the club. You know what I mean? Probably just, dollar bills in the G-string, Or he probably talks to online workers. That's what I would assume this is. Catch my drift? But I would say it is significant. But it's like, I don't think he actually has like real life affair. He just looks to women who he pays women, I think. What do you mean? Did you threaten to leave him? How long have you guys been together? Chelsea Ann? You're kind of seeing. So is this not really a serious relationship? Oh, well, everybody has different definitions. He's, I don't know, like, what's his name again? Mark. Is there long-term potential for Chelsea and Mark? Yes, but he does like women, especially on the internet. And he does like going to the club and paying women to perform for him. And he's probably never going to stop doing that. So there's your information. And it doesn't matter what he agrees to. Like, they'll agree to anything. That don't mean they're going to do it. KC, is Matt waiting for the divorce to come through before he asks Casey on a date? Will Casey get a date with Matt after the divorce? Yes. That is correct. Yes. Yes. That is correct. Noi, will Amit and Noi talk, please? Will Amit and Noi talk? You'll talk, yeah. Is your question more so like, are you going to have a relationship or something? Will Belize get married this year? Belize, it's telling you to kind of like hold your horses and just take a rest from that. Like try not to over focus on marriage for you, okay? Robin, will SG reach out to Robin this week? No. I got to take a breather here, guys. I'm probably going to pause on all these yes or no questions because it really, really drains my energy, and I want to spend my spiritual gifts helping you guys live your best life. So I'll try to pay attention to large-scale situations in your life. If you've been with somebody for 2 months, don't ask tarot cards about them. It kind of just gives you bad luck. You're bringing bad karma upon yourself to be pulling at the spirit realm for nonsense. The spirit realm wants to support you in the important endeavors in your life and to lead you and guide you in you know, the big things. If you're running and asking tarot cards for every little thing that happens in your life, you'll probably get karma from it. I'm a medium and I can talk to people who have passed on for you. I'm going to stay for about 45 minutes. Do I have coffee brewing? I have a candle that's flickering. It's making that noise. Harmony. Will Harmony find a new job soon? Harmony, have you applied to jobs? What kind of career path are you in? What's your current situation? Who have you applied to? I see good energy around your career hunt, Harmony. Around your job hunt, I see good energy around it, but I do see competition. What's your, okay, medical. You will get a job. Yes, you will. Keep going, keep trying. It's telling you that when you apply and do interviews, it's important, Harmony, for you to cherry pick what you talk about, like upsell yourself and downplay your negative qualities. So really talk yourself up in the positive way and just don't tell them anything about your negatives. Okay, that's what the interview process is. We don't have to be like vulnerable and all out there. I hate that culture of vulnerability. We don't have to tell a prospective boss all of our dirty laundry. Okay, you will get a job. Anne is asking about a healthcare treatment called a nerve block. Will a nerve block be successful for Anne, please? Yeah, Anne, I think that it's a good thing to try. I don't know if it will give you like perfect results, but it looks to me like it's worth a shot to try it. I don't think it's going to harm you, at least, okay? Can I get confirmation on what I just said about her nerve block? Can I get confirmation? And wants to get a procedure called a nerve block. Can I get confirmation that it is a positive option? Is it in her best interest? Yes. Yeah. You're going to need to be like advocate for yourself though. Like be very clear and concise when you're communicating with doctors and nurses and stuff. This might even just mean when you need to go to the bathroom, be clear with them. Or like, you know, whatever these little things are that you need along the way, be assertive and advocate for yourself. Jillian. Is Jillian still here? Jillian's husband recently lost his job. She's wondering if they have stability in their near future. Can she anticipate any improvements in her life subsequent to her husband's recent job loss, please? 10 of Wands is, you know, a heavy burden. This is a burdensome season of life for you. And it looks like you're kind of wearing down, like you're getting kind of worn out. Jillian, what's your job? Do you work? Do you do paid work? So no wonder you guys are, there's not much to really grasp at for you guys, right? So who is looking for work? Is your husband applying? Are you or your husband applying for jobs? Okay. Yeah, you will. Yes, you will have success. Like you're not going to lose your house, it says. It says you're not going to lose your house, and it says you'll just if you think that things can't get worse, then you'll come back up. Does that make sense? I see the success card for you. I see your home being happy and stable. Okay. Yellow Lily. Yes, I can. Yellow Lily, will you tell me your name as well, please? Have I ever spoken to your grandmother before? Chris feels like almost like a serene. She feels pretty angelic. She feels like a fairy godmother. Yeah, balance. As soon as I said serenity or serene, they gave me the Temperance card. The Temperance, this is a different tarot deck, but the traditional Temperance card is an angel. So as soon as I said she's like serene, she's angelic, she's like a fairy godmother, they gave me the Temperance card. So that's the kind of energy that your grandmother gives me, and she gives me tingles on my head. So I feel like she's your fairy godmother. She's like, I think she's a grandmother who gives good hugs. Hi, Chris. And she likes my little fancy deck. Now, Mandy, you have some conflict going on in your life. Tell your grandmother what that conflict is. And, you know, she says, like, if you can wish upon a star, she's your star. She's your wishing star. She's your fairy godmother. Does that make sense to you? She, when you pray, excellent. She does hear you, and she does respond to you. Even if you don't fully know precisely what she's saying, she does respond. So she is responding to your prayers. She's responding to your wishes and your requests. It just might be subtle, but she does hear you. I have Ace of Wands and Eight of Wands, which is psychic messages. So you and her do communicate, even if you can't always identify it. So there's a conflict in your life. Chris, what would you like to say about this conflict for Mandy? Ten of Wands is a heavy burden. It's a cross to bear. It's like you're bearing a cross. Bear the cross. It's a cross to bear. You have some confusion. What about your own mother, Mandy? So Mandy, you need to talk to your grandmother. You need to respond to her comments. You need to keep the conversation flowing. Tell me about the conflict in your life and tell me where is your own mother, or like what's going on with your mother. So tell me more, like, do you live with your mother? I see. So that's the conflict. Okay. And where's your father? Okay. So, Chris, what's your advice here? Chris says, this is Chris's opinion, not mine. Chris says that you don't have to be alone. Like, she says there's no reason for you to be alone or to live out on your own. I think it's possible for you and your mom to reconcile instead. Do you have a boyfriend? So where are you living? Who do you live with? All by yourself? No one else there? Okay. So what is the problem then? Are you happy there by yourself? You're not. You said you're not. You want a stable home. Yeah. So you're in a situation where there needs to be compromise or sacrifices or whatever. What was the reason that your mom told you to leave? Yeah, so that was the boyfriend that came out. Chris, can you show me what Mandy can expect in the future, please? Mandy, you might not believe it now, but your grandmother tells you that things will resolve. There is the potential, the opportunity, the reality of reconciliation between you and your family. It looks like that would be in your best interest, but you don't have to do it now. This might be how long? Who knows? You don't have to do it now. If you basically you're choosing, like you're saying you want your family back, but you're living by yourself. That's okay. That's fine. I can only tell you what your grandmother's saying. So, Chris, let's pray that you are having your hand in this situation, that you are guiding Mandy. Keep being near her. Keep giving her that grandmotherly presence. Do you want to ask any questions to your grandmother, Mandy? Okay. Thank you for coming in, Chris. We'll leave Mandy with you and pray for her best. You're welcome. Would anybody else like to hear from somebody in heaven? Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the hearts. Rob Baudouin is here. Welcome in, Rob. Tell me who you would like to hear from, please. Angel, stay tuned, and when I finish with Rob, remind me again, please. What's his name, Rob? Gary. Hi, Gary. He feels funny. He feels like somebody who'd like nudge me and like give me a nudge for some reason, or he'd say like waka waka, like joking or something like this, and that might mean that he liked the Muppets. Like sometimes these connections, these little details can be like, I don't know what it means, but he's like nudging me and saying like waka waka. It feels like he would tell me a joke. He's like, I got one for you. I got a joke for you. Does that sound like him? Where's your mom? Rob? So he's talking about your mom, and he says she should be like going out and having more fun because it looks like she's still in grief. Would you say she is? How recently did Gary pass? Looks like she may still be grieving. Aw, he still loves her. But he says, really? Well, he still loves her. He says, I didn't do enough. He says, I didn't do enough to earn your love, but he does. Would she still be grieving him? I mean, it appears that she still has some sadness over his passing. And he does come to her in her sleep, I would say. He says about your mom, just when she least expects it, just when she's falling asleep. Like, if you ever asked her this, when she's dozing off, like, you know how you're just on the edge? Oh, okay, so she's grieving your stepdad probably, but we'll get to that in a second. But when she's on the edge of sleep, your dad, like, gives her a nudge and, like, wakes her up. So she's one of these people who, like, she's drifting off, and then she goes and wakes up before she goes back to sleep again. And that's your dad, like annoying her, basically. So Gary, your wife's, like, husband also passed on, so that's probably why she's sad. But, like, they would both kind of know each other in heaven. There's no, like, animosity between their ghosties. He was kind of like, yeah, he says the stepdad deserved her more than I did because he didn't do enough to show her his love. Yeah, the Ron is there. Ron is right here. And were they best friends? Okay, interesting. I don't know how they felt about each other when he took his wife then, but in heaven they exist together. Yeah. But what he says is that at the end of the day, he realizes that Ron deserved her more than he did, because he says he feels like he, like, wasted his time with your mom. Gary, what do you want to say to your son, please? Gary, what do you want to say to your son? He's talking about birds. Like, I don't know if you have a sports team that has a bird mascot, or if you like bird watching. But that, like, just keep in mind that he brought up birds. 3 of Wands says potential. Do you watch sports, Rob? Ah, was he? Cool. He's talking about potential love for you. He stuffed birds. Cute. Cool. And he mentioned sports. He's like, do you still watch sports? He's like, something about the birds, something about the sports. But he's talking about love for you as well. Like, he's asking if you have a wife or a partner or whatever. He doesn't seem to be aware of your love life. Like, I don't think he followed that part of your life or something. Excellent. Good for you. Do you have any children? Did you and your wife know that there was a daughter in your cards? There's 2 children in your cards, a son and a daughter. And if something happened to one of your pregnancies, your dad would be watching out for that pregnancy. Did you know that? You have like an angel baby. Yep. There is one, I promise you. An angel daughter. A heaven daughter. Yeah, look. It was a pregnancy. You did have a baby girl. Rob, do you want to ask any questions to your dad? Oh, there you go. That was the miscarriage. Yep. Yeah, it says like goodbye. Look at these images, see? Goodbye to the little star baby going up to heaven. So your dad kind of holds on to your star baby. Gary, Rob forgives you, Gary. Rob forgives you. Aw. Aw. He has regrets, Rob. He really, truly does. He says, I'm so sorry. Oh, he's so sad over your childhood. He says he says like I was no good. And he says you deserved so much better. Do you have a sister? Or this might be your wife he's talking about. I see some other girls. Yeah. How many sisters do you have? Oh, you don't? Oh. Okay. So I see your sister and your wife. And if they could ever, if your sister and your wife could ever reconcile, your dad would feel good about that. Okay, Rob, will I close him out? Do you have anything unresolved here or anything lingering for you? For Rob? You're so welcome. Gary, thanks for being here. We wish you peaceful rest. Rob forgives you, okay? Guys, thanks so much for watching. I just got a message from one of my friends who she wants me to help her with something. So I'm going to get off a bit earlier than expected. And I will see you guys next week. Make sure you follow me because I do free readings every day. Yeah, you can book appointments with me. I'm booked up for May, but I'm open for June. Shine bright, everybody.